Bianca Belair's world has just been shattered, and the entire wrestling universe is in complete shock. What should have been another triumphant chapter in the EST's career has now turned into an unimaginable nightmare, as news broke that her husband, Montez Ford, has tragically passed away. This isn't just a headline that shakes the wrestling community, it's a devastating reality that has Bianca, her family, her fans, and her peers absolutely broken, left reeling in disbelief. How could this have happened? How could one of the most vibrant, charismatic, and beloved figures in WWE, Montez Ford, be gone so suddenly? Fans around the world are angry, confused, and heartbroken, demanding answers. Bianca, known for her strength, resilience, and unstoppable energy, is now left facing the unthinkable, mourning the man she loved, the man who always stood by her side, the man who was the beating heart of her life both inside and outside of the ring. When the first whispers of Montez Ford's passing began spreading across social media, many refused to believe it. Surely this was some sick rumor, some cruel hoax meant to stir up chaos. But then, as confirmation came in, as WWE officials, wrestlers, and Bianca herself began acknowledging the tragedy, the entire wrestling community fell silent. Montez Ford, one half of the Street Profits, the charismatic showman who could light up an arena with just a smile, was gone. And Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE, the strongest, the fastest, the toughest, the most resilient, was left crumbling before our very eyes. Bianca Belair and Montez Ford weren't just another wrestling couple. They were the gold standard. The pair radiated love, joy, and unshakable unity. Every time you saw them together, whether in backstage interviews, in photos, or on social media, you could see it. The way Montez looked at Bianca wasn't just admiration, it was pure devotion. The way Bianca spoke about her husband wasn't just pride, it was deep, boundless love. They were soulmates, and everyone knew it. That's why this loss hits so much harder. It isn't just the death of a WWE superstar. It's the destruction of a love story fans had cherished, celebrated, and rooted for from day one. Bianca has lost her partner in life, the person who was always her biggest supporter, her loudest cheerleader, the man who celebrated her victories and wiped away her tears in defeat. What makes this situation even more painful is the uncertainty surrounding Montez's passing. WWE has not yet released the full details, and the silence has fueled endless speculation. Was this a tragic accident? Was it health-related? Was there something more to the story that we don't yet know? The lack of clarity has left fans restless, demanding transparency, demanding closure. Bianca herself has only managed a brief, heartbreaking statement. Through tears and shaking words, she said, "I don't know how I'm supposed to do this without him. He was my everything. My best friend, my husband, my heart. Montez was the light in every room, the reason I smiled every morning. I don't know how to go on." Hearing those words from Bianca, the same woman who has faced down impossible odds in the ring, the same woman who built her reputation on being unbreakable, was like a dagger straight into the hearts of fans. Because in that moment, it was clear, Bianca Belair, the EST, was human. She wasn't just a superstar. She was a grieving widow, broken and raw, mourning the man who had been her entire world. The WWE locker room is equally devastated. Montez Ford wasn't just loved by fans, he was adored by his peers. Known for his infectious energy, his kindness, and his uplifting spirit, Ford was the guy who could make anyone laugh, who could brighten even the darkest days. Wrestlers from every corner of the industry have been pouring out tributes, sharing stories of his generosity, his positivity, and his undeniable charisma. Triple H himself released a statement, calling Montez a once-in-a-lifetime performer, but more importantly, a once-in-a-lifetime person. He brought joy to everyone who knew him. He will be deeply missed. But even with all the tributes, even with the outpouring of love and support, one question lingers heavily in the air. How does Bianca Belair move forward from this? How does she step back into the ring, into the world that she and Montez shared, when every corner of it now reminds her of him? Fans are already bracing for Bianca to take an extended hiatus from WWE. And who could blame her? This isn't just about her career. This is about her life. Every moment, every memory, every dream she shared with Montez has been ripped away, leaving her in a state of grief that no championship belt, no victory, no accolade can heal. And yet, as devastating as this is, many fans believe Bianca will eventually honor Montez Ford in the only way she knows how, by fighting. By carrying his spirit with her into the ring, by making sure his legacy lives on every single time she steps through those ropes. But for now, the pain is too raw, the loss too fresh. The heartbreaking reality is that we will never again see Montez Ford come running down the ramp, brimming with energy, hyping up the crowd with his larger-than-life personality. We'll never again hear him yell, "We want the smoke," with that infectious fire that always left fans smiling. We'll never again witness the chemistry he and Dawkins brought to the Street Profits, a team that redefined tag team wrestling with their unique style and unforgettable charisma. And for Bianca Belair, this isn't just about what the fans will never see again. This is about what she will never feel again. The embrace of her husband, the warmth of his laughter, the comfort of his love. That's the real tragedy here. This isn't just a wrestling storyline. This isn't just another news cycle. This is real. This is loss, raw and unfiltered, and it has left the WWE universe forever changed. The world is still reeling from the devastating news, and the ripple effect of Montez Ford's passing has already begun to shake the very foundation of WWE. Fans have taken to social media in droves, flooding every platform with grief, shock, and disbelief. Hashtag RIP Montez Ford and hashtag Bianca Belair trending worldwide, as thousands of messages pour in, from longtime wrestling fans who grew up watching Montez light up the screen, to newcomers who were just beginning to witness his unmatched charisma and infectious energy. The collective heartbreak is palpable. What makes this tragedy even more gut-wrenching is the way it affects Bianca Belair. She's known for her resilience, her determination, and her ability to fight through pain. The EST has overcome injuries, setbacks, and the harshest criticisms WWE could throw at her. But this is a level of loss that no training, no experience, no championship reign could ever prepare her for. Inside the WWE locker room, the reaction has been equally emotional. Wrestlers from all corners of the industry have shared personal stories about Montez Ford, how he would stay late after events to help younger talent, how his energy would lift spirits even on the darkest days, how his laugh was so contagious it could fill an entire arena. The tributes have poured in from top names. Cody Rhodes called Montez a brother in every sense of the word, and Rhea Ripley described him as the type of person who made the world a little brighter just by being in it. Even Brock Lesnar, known for his stoicism and detachment, reportedly expressed deep sorrow over the news, a rare acknowledgement of the impact Montez had on everyone around him. And then there's the silence that speaks louder than words, the empty moments backstage, the missed cues in rehearsals, the unspoken weight that hangs over everyone who knew Montez personally. WWE isn't just mourning a superstar, they're mourning a friend, a teammate, a beacon of positivity whose absence will be felt for years to come. Bianca Belair herself has been taking things one day at a time. Reports indicate she has been surrounded by close friends, family, and WWE support staff, all trying to shield her from the intense media scrutiny while allowing her to grieve privately. But even in these moments of privacy, the pain is undeniable. Bianca has described feeling like a piece of herself has been ripped away, leaving a void that nothing else can fill. She speaks of Montez in the past tense, yet her eyes betray the disbelief that no matter how much she says it, part of her refuses to accept that he is truly gone. Fans have responded with an overwhelming outpouring of love and support for Bianca. Thousands of posts, messages, and fan art flood social media daily, each one reminding her that she isn't alone. People are donating to memorial funds, sharing stories of how Montez Ford inspired them, and leaving words of encouragement for Bianca as she navigates this unimaginable grief. For a woman who has always been a pillar of strength, this support is crucial, reminding her that while Montez is gone, his legacy lives on in every fan he touched, every colleague he inspired, and every match he made unforgettable. The tragedy has also prompted WWE to make changes in the programming schedule, with several live events postponed or altered to accommodate the mourning process. WWE officials have indicated that tributes for Montez Ford are being planned, both on air and behind the scenes, to ensure his contributions to the company are honored properly. The question now is how Bianca Belair will eventually return to the ring. How does one step back into a world filled with memories of someone so central to your life? How does a superstar find the strength to perform when the love of your life, your anchor, your partner in both life and wrestling, has been ripped away? One possibility is that Bianca could channel this grief into her work. Wrestling has always been a stage for emotion, a canvas for storytelling, and a vehicle for catharsis. Could the EST use her matches to honor Montez Ford's memory, turning personal tragedy into a powerful force in the ring? Fans speculate that every move, every victory, every moment could become a tribute to him, a way to keep his spirit alive and ensure that Montez's impact resonates far beyond his passing. And yet, the human side of Bianca cannot be ignored. The private pain, the quiet moments of reflection, the nights spent staring at pictures, the memories of laughter and love, these are not things that can be scripted or rehearsed. These are raw, unfiltered emotions, and fans are witnessing her humanity in the harshest, most tragic way imaginable. It's a reminder that behind every superstar, behind every championship, behind every incredible performance, there's a person. A person who can love, who can lose, who can break in ways no championship belt or victory can mend. The world is still struggling to come to terms with Montez Ford's death. WWE Superstars, fans, and colleagues alike are left in disbelief, mourning not only the man he was inside the ring but the man he was outside it. The lighthearted, uplifting, and inspiring presence who could turn any locker room, any arena, or any day into something brighter. For Bianca Belair, the path forward is unclear. The future is uncertain. But one thing is guaranteed. Montez Ford's legacy will never fade. It will live on in her courage, her determination, her performances, and the hearts of millions of fans worldwide who loved him. And while the pain may never fully go away, the memories, the love, and the impact he left behind will remain eternal. The grief surrounding Bianca Belair and Montez Ford's tragic loss isn't confined to social media posts or backstage whispers, it has erupted in every corner of the wrestling world. Fans are lighting up arenas with signs, chants, and messages dedicated to Montez, and even wrestlers who are normally fierce competitors have been seen openly breaking down backstage. This isn't just a tragedy. It's a seismic shock to WWE, one that's tearing at the hearts of everyone who knew Montez Ford personally or professionally. Tributes have been pouring in nonstop. The Street Profits' former tag partner, Angelo Dawkins, is said to be in complete shock, struggling to find words to describe the emptiness Montez's passing has left. It's like losing a brother, Dawkins reportedly said in a private interview, tears streaming down his face. Montez wasn't just my tag team partner. He was my family, my brother, my motivator. Losing him feels impossible. Other superstars have taken to posting heartfelt messages across social media. Cody Rhodes, known for his intense passion and dedication, shared, Montez Ford was the kind of guy that made everyone better just by being around. To Bianca and the WWE Universe, I promise his spirit will never be forgotten. And legends from the past, like The Miz and Big E, have offered words of encouragement, honoring Montez's impact not only as a performer but as a human being who brought joy and energy wherever he went. The WWE locker room is grappling with how to support Bianca Belair in the face of such overwhelming loss. Sources say that every superstar who has interacted with Bianca and Montez has been checking in, sending texts, and making trips to visit her. Even executives are stepping out from behind their corporate roles to offer personal condolences. The emotional weight backstage is almost unbearable. One insider revealed that the first moments after the news broke were surreal. Wrestlers who are used to brutal matches and staged rivalries were consoling each other in tears, struggling to process a tragedy that transcends the scripted world they inhabit every night. Bianca herself is reportedly taking things hour by hour. The EST, known for her unstoppable drive and unbreakable demeanor, is now navigating the rawest form of human vulnerability, the loss of a life partner. She's described moments where even stepping into the arena is overwhelming, each corner of the building, each spotlight, and every roar from fans reminding her of Montez. The pain is omnipresent, and even those closest to her admit it's hard to imagine how she'll ever fully recover from such a devastating blow. Fans have been instrumental in supporting Bianca through this tragedy. Across Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, the messages are relentless. Heartfelt letters, art tributes, video montages of Montez's most iconic matches, and countless stories of how he inspired people. Thousands are commenting not just to express grief, but to encourage Bianca to keep going, to remind her that the love Montez had for her and for his fans will never be forgotten. The speculation is also mounting about how WWE will incorporate this real-life tragedy into its storylines. While many believe Bianca will step back from in-ring action for now, others predict a tribute match or an emotional comeback could be on the horizon. Could Bianca channel this grief into the ring, transforming her pain into unparalleled strength? Could WWE craft a storyline that honors Montez Ford's memory without exploiting it? Fans are debating passionately, some worried about the line between storytelling and respect, while others argue that Bianca's potential return could be the most powerful, emotionally charged moment WWE has ever seen. Meanwhile, WWE is taking steps to ensure Montez Ford is remembered properly. Plans are reportedly underway for a special tribute segment on Raw and SmackDown, with fellow superstars, executives, and fans all contributing. The idea is to honor not only his achievements in the ring but the person he was, energetic, kind-hearted, and inspirational. But even with tributes and memorials, the loss feels tangible. The void left by Montez Ford is irreplaceable, and Bianca Belair will have to navigate her grief in her own way, surrounded by love, but never fully shielded from the heartache. Fans around the world are also expressing outrage at the unfairness of the situation. Montez Ford's life and career were at a peak. He was one of the most electrifying performers in WWE, a fan favorite, a bright star destined for championship glory. To have it end this way is beyond tragic, and the anger is almost as palpable as the grief. People aren't just mourning Montez, they're enraged by the sheer cruelty of fate. How could someone so full of life be taken so suddenly? How could a heart that brought so much joy be silenced without warning? In the midst of this, Bianca Belair stands as a symbol of strength for millions. While her grief is raw and profound, she remains a figure who embodies perseverance. Even now, whispers of her potential return to WWE are being discussed, with fans imagining a storyline that sees her channel Montez Ford's energy into the most intense, emotional matches of her career. This could be a defining chapter for the EST, a moment where personal tragedy transforms into unparalleled professional triumph. But even with the possibility of a WWE comeback, there's no denying the pain she faces every single day. Each memory of Montez, every photo, every highlight reel, is a reminder of what she has lost. And while the world rallies around her, cheering her on, the heartache is hers alone to bear. Montez Ford's passing is more than just news. It's a devastating blow to the WWE Universe, to Bianca Belair, to every fan who ever smiled at his energy, laughed at his antics, or cheered for him with all their hearts. And while tributes, memorials, and heartfelt words will never bring him back, they serve as a testament to the extraordinary life he lived. A life that, though tragically cut short, touched millions and will never be forgotten. The reality of Montez Ford's tragic passing has begun to sink in for Bianca Belair in ways that no one could fully understand unless they've experienced such a profound loss. The EST, who has always been a symbol of resilience, now faces the most human of struggles, navigating life without the man who was her anchor, her partner, and her greatest supporter. WWE insiders reveal that Bianca has been taking this moment day by day, leaning on family, friends, and select colleagues for support, while trying to maintain a semblance of normalcy in a world that now feels unrecognizable. Fans have responded in unprecedented numbers. Across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, the outpouring of love and solidarity is overwhelming. Thousands of fans are sharing their own stories of how Montez Ford inspired them, creating a global tapestry of grief, remembrance, and gratitude. Fan art, tribute videos, and messages of encouragement dominate the feeds, each post reinforcing that Montez's legacy will not be forgotten. One viral video shows Montez and Bianca in a candid backstage moment, laughing uncontrollably, a memory that has gone viral precisely because it captures the humanity and joy he brought to the world. Inside WWE, colleagues describe a locker room filled with a mix of mourning and solidarity. Wrestlers are said to be constantly checking in with Bianca, making sure she feels supported while respecting her need for privacy. Even top-tier stars, who are accustomed to high-stakes rivalries and scripted storylines, have been seen in tears as they remember Montez's charisma, kindness, and infectious energy. The loss has united the locker room in grief, a rare moment where competition is completely eclipsed by compassion and humanity. As the world waits to see Bianca Belair's next move, speculation runs rampant about how WWE will honor Montez Ford. Sources suggest that a special tribute segment is being planned, where superstars from all brands will come together to celebrate his life and career. The segment is expected to include a montage of Montez's most iconic matches, candid backstage moments, and personal tributes from his closest colleagues. Fans anticipate an emotional event that could redefine how WWE handles real-life tragedies within its programming, striking a delicate balance between respect, remembrance, and the in-ring entertainment the company is known for. Bianca's potential return to WWE is also the subject of intense discussion. Many believe that when she steps back into the ring, every match, every move, and every performance could serve as a tribute to Montez. This could transform her character and her storylines in ways never seen before, blending real-life grief with in-ring artistry to create moments of unparalleled emotional impact. Imagine Bianca Belair, the EST, channeling the memory of her late husband to deliver performances that captivate audiences while honoring his legacy, moments that could define an entire era of WWE. At the same time, Bianca's grieving process is intensely personal. Every photo, every shared memory, every mention of Montez Ford carries weight, reminding her and fans alike of the void his passing has left. She has described feeling a constant pull between mourning privately and honoring him publicly, navigating a complex emotional landscape that is as exhausting as it is heart-wrenching. The fanbase has been incredibly vocal about their desire to see Montez remembered in meaningful ways. From viral hashtags like #RememberMontezFord to global tribute campaigns, the community is actively shaping how this tragedy is acknowledged. Fans are calling for permanent tributes, moments in WWE broadcasts, dedicated memorials, or even charitable initiatives in Montez's name, to ensure that his influence endures long after his passing. WWE itself is reportedly planning to use Bianca's story as a cornerstone for future storytelling, not to exploit grief, but to honor her resilience and Montez's impact. A carefully crafted return storyline could see Bianca stepping back into the ring, with each match infused with the emotional weight of her personal loss. This could elevate her performances, resonate with fans in a profound way, and serve as a testament to both her strength and Montez Ford's enduring legacy. Meanwhile, fan tributes continue to pour in from around the globe. Videos of Montez's most electrifying moments are being shared endlessly, from his high-energy entrances to his most memorable tag team bouts. Fans are recounting personal encounters, describing how Montez inspired them not just as a wrestler, but as a person. These stories are a collective reminder that Montez Ford's influence extended far beyond the ring. He was a beacon of positivity, motivation, and relentless energy for countless people worldwide. As the WWE Universe absorbs the enormity of this loss, one truth remains undeniable: Bianca Belair's life and career have been forever changed. The path forward will not be easy, but her journey promises to be one of inspiration, resilience, and unparalleled emotional depth. Every match, every promo, every public appearance from this point onward carries with it the memory of Montez Ford, ensuring that his legacy is immortalized through the woman he loved most and the fans who cherished him. The story of Bianca Belair and Montez Ford, tragically interrupted, is now evolving into a narrative of grief, remembrance, and, ultimately, hope. Fans will follow every step, every decision, every match as Bianca navigates this new chapter, one where the pain of loss is transformed into the enduring power of legacy, love, and inspiration.